Kannst ja schon mal laut vorsprechen.
Herr Kompany, was hat aus Ihrer Sicht in der Gesamtbewertung in den beiden Spielen den Unterschied ausgemacht, den Ausschlag gegeben für Inter, abgezockter, effizienter? Und wie bewerten Sie insgesamt die Champions-League-Saison Ihrer Mannschaft?
Yeah, I think if it's okay, I can answer in English. It's a little bit easier. I think we have to look back at maybe the big topic before we started against Inter Milan was the injured players. And it was a big topic. What are you going to do without Jamal Musiala, without Upamecano, without Alphonso Davies, without Manu Neuer, without Ito, without Pavlovic, without Kingsley Coman? And I think the first thing we did is we showed a good Bayern Munich in the first game. I'm not talking yet about result because it's in the end. We can always look at the whole topic as just result and then I can explain it in 5 seconds. Or if we explain a little bit, you know, sort of how the games went. And in the first game, we had some regrets. And in the second game, maybe even more because we come to Milan and I think we showed a positive side of Bayern Munich again. And, you know, there was a lot that felt right today before the game. We had incredible support from our fans. They come to see us at the hotel, and so everything started in the way we wanted. But then, of course, 2 moments, and in these 2 moments, you have to recognize also the quality of Inter Milan. But it's 2 moments for us where we'd like to do better, and especially also a lot of moments where we think we can score. We think normally we're able to make more goals than Inter. So it's mixed feelings because the hard reality is that you know that we're not going to play the Champions League final at home. That's the hard reality. We cannot change this. We can't say anything more than that. And then the other side of it is always the performance side, where we know we did enough to win these 2 games as well. So that's of course a fact. But then as well, to finish on this, you also look forward in 5 months is the next game at home in the Champions League, and many more games in Munich in the Champions League in 5 months. In 2 months' time is the first game of the Club World Cup, another trophy. And in 1 month time, we'll try to do everything we can to win the Bundesliga. That's a main goal. So, but there's a lot to look forward to as well. Of course, it's hard today.
Machen wir noch 2 Fragen, bitte. Yes, please, first row.
Good evening, Coach. Question will be in English. Harit Atanen from Armen Press. I would like to ask...
From where?
Armen Press.
Armenia.
Armenia.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so I would like to ask about what was exactly missing, because you could score first and then there was 2-2 and something was missing. Do you already know what was missing not to score the third goal here in San Siro? And using the opportunity, I would like to ask, do you think this Inter can pass Barcelona? Thank you.
There are 2 very good teams. We played against Barcelona as well, so I think that's not too much my concern. It's not for me to judge this, but they're 2 very good teams. And then no, I like I said before, I mean, you know, you prepare the meetings before every game, and you know, in preparing this meeting, the hardest thing was to select, you know, when you show the video clips to your players, the hardest thing was to leave all the chances that we had at home against Milan out of the meeting, because otherwise the meeting would be too long. That's how many chances we had. I'm sure that after this game, it will have the same feeling, but we play against a very good team. I said it before, I think they're well coached, really well coached. I think that, yeah, they're a very good team, and that's why I would have chosen this type of game, how we played it against this team. Just the result for me, it's of course the thing that will be the biggest regret.
And the last one on the left side, yes, please.
It was a better question than yesterday.
Winnie on the left.
Buonasera. Sono qua. So che parlare dei singoli non è carino e magari non le piace molto, però...
Giulio,
Yes,
capisco però.
certo. In Italia eravamo stati abituati a vedere un Kim diverso, dominante. In questo campionato era uno dei difensori migliori. Al Bayern non sembra avere le stesse performance, non sembra avere le stesse prestazioni, stiamo vedendo un calciatore diverso. E allora le volevo chiedere cosa sta accadendo a Kim e se siete soddisfatti delle sue prestazioni da quando è arrivato al Bayern o se vi aspettavate qualcosa in più.
Yeah, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I don't agree. So the main thing is he has to and he will help us to be champion this year. That's all we have to focus on now, win a title. Like you said, he won the title in Italy. And he has to win a title in Germany now. And, you know, for me, the biggest thing is we had some players missing, and in how the team has behaved in these moments, we've shown real togetherness, and this will stay until the end of the season. So there's absolutely no chance that I will turn against anybody or even entertain this discussion. But whenever we have discussions inside the club, in our family, in our bubble, then we say everything we have to say because that's the only way to progress.